Again, everyone, welcome back to another video, and we are streaming today at the usual time over on the Chaos Lounge, where we just sit down, chill, and have a chat. So hopefully I'll see you all there for the final stream of the year. This probably will be the final video. I may have another one in me tomorrow, but definitely probably not on the 31st. But that said, this news just came out, and I was playing some games, but I thought, you know what? This is something that I actually want to report about. It's something I'm passionate about. I'm a big fan of Banjo Kazooie. I enjoyed the games on the N64. The Xbox games were decent as well, but it's a game that people have been asking for a long time. And we've heard people, the developers did, like, the creators come out and say that there simply isn't a demand for it, therefore there's no reason to make the game. However, we did see that Phil Spencer in his latest interview did turn around and say that for those of you that are wanting Banjo Kazooie, we hear you. And it turns out he actually did hear you, because it does look like it's now going to be in development. Now, how do we know this? Of course, take this with a grain of, salt. It is still rumorville. It is still insider news. And until it's actually officially announced, it is something that we should basically just not overboard, but I think it's pretty much going to be a thing. Now, if we look over here, I said Insider says Banjo Kazooie is confirmed coming to Xbox. As always, till it's official, take with a grain of salt. Now, if we look at this and we translate this via Google Translate, so again, this is via Google Translate. I clarify that this is not an April Fool's joke. They make this statement because in Spain it is currently April Fool's, or it was yesterday. A famous leaker has confirmed the information we gave some time ago on the channel, and that is that a new Banjo-Kazooie is coming. The popular insider Nate Drake has confirmed it, and this is reason enough to feel hyped about the projects that Xbox will bring. Also, let's remember what Phil said. As I just said, Banjo fans, I hear you. Now, also, I was watching Boom's podcast the other day, and he was also talking about this person right here and saying how they don't miss. Now, they were actually referring to The Mandalorian, a Star Wars game coming to Xbox. But apparently this person has a really, really good track record of being right. So whether, take that however you want to take it, as far as I'm concerned, the fact that we are ending the year with the knowledge that a new Banjo-Kazooie game is coming makes me happy, because I am a big fan of this game. I know a lot of you are. Now, of course, the key question is who's actually going to be developing it. With Rare having their hands tied up with Sea of Thieves, Everwild, can they take on the extra workload to make another Banjo-Kazooie game? I'd kind of like them to, but Toys and Bob now with Activision is also an alternative to actually make this work. I think they would be a really good fit for this game. I think that is something that they can definitely work on and actually do the game justice. I know a lot of people would obviously want Rare to be working on this, but we'll find out who and what it is nearer the time. And I just think that this is just some really, really good news. And I think this is just some really, really good news. I think this is the type of news that we've been waiting for. Now we just need Phil to come out and confirm it. Now, we do know that sometime in January, apparently, again, rumorville, there is supposed to be a developers direct coming for Xbox, which is going to outline the roadmap, at least for some of the games coming in 2024. And there's a good chance during that announcement that Banjo-Kazooie, as a kind of mention, as a game that's now in production, could be dropped. I'm not a big fan of games being announced way too early. Like Blade has been announced in 2023. We're unlikely to see it until 2026, 2027. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I'm a strong fan of, if you announce it, I kind of want it to come out in the next 60 months to a year at max. And now, that's my belief, right? But at least announcing the fact that it's in development, I think is positive, because it would put those fans' minds at ease that, you know, Phil is actually taking on board and delivering on what he's saying. He has been doing a great job, but, you know, the fans have been asking for a Banjo game for a while. Now, of course, I've just mentioned the Developers Direct. This comes from Tim Dog and his connections within Microsoft. Now, of course, whether this is real or not is still up in the air. There's no official announcement, but the Developers Direct, as we know, showcases a bunch of games that are coming to the Xbox ecosystem, and of course, they have release dates, or at least release windows, something that they try to stick to. Obviously, we have seen in the past where some of them haven't really been possible, but at the very best, they try to stick to them. But it gives us a nice indication of the stuff that's going to be coming in 2024, or at least the first half of 2024. And if that's any indication, it will also give us an indication of when the ABK games are going to drop into Game Pass. Now, my suspicion is that if the Developer Direct is real and it's actually going to happen, then what's going to happen here is that the actual Activision games that are going to drop into Game Pass are actually going to be shadow dropped on the day. Now, I don't think everything is going to drop. I don't know if the latest Modern Warfare 3 is going to drop on that day, but I think a lot of the older titles will probably just suddenly just appear in the Game Pass store and actually be available for everyone to play, be it via the cloud or through install. That is my guess at the very least, because that to me makes a lot of sense. Now, it would be nice to actually get the Diablo 4s and the Modern Warfare 3s to actually drop during that presentation, but maybe they're going to save it to something like the Summer Games Fest or something like that. I think that's a bit too long, but, you know, I think the first quarter is when they should be aiming to drop some of those games or most of those games into the actual pool of Game Pass. But that, yeah, I think that's really, really great news. I think that's amazing. But yeah, I think that's like amazing news. But a Banjo Kazooie, you know, semi-confirmed coming to Xbox. We know that there is a lot of demand for it. Phil Spencer has said that he hears us. Now we've got a renowned insider who's almost never missed, or has never missed, according to Boom, saying that this is basically the current news when it comes to Banjo Kazooie. Tim reporting on a coming showcase called Developers Direct. It'll be actually quite funny if the showcase drops before the PlayStation one. Remember, there was a second showcase coming for PlayStation in 2023? Now, as we know, the rumors have been flying around. Well, apparently, they took so long, the hackers decided to do that showcase for them with the leaks. At least that's the, joke going around at the moment within Twitter. So take that as you will. But it would be hilarious if Microsoft was to come out. And we do know through Phil Spencer that he did say that they will be having 2, 3, or maybe 4 of these developer directs throughout the year to showcase what is actually coming, I guess, per quarter. That kind of makes sense. I mean, don't forget, they've got like a blockbuster kind of arsenal right now. They've got like a Avenger-style amount of studios. So, I don't think one developer direct is going to be enough. I think if they actually do what I think he was hinting at, which was a developer direct per quarter, that actually makes a lot more sense. And releasing it in January kind of gives them the window they need within the first 3 months to get those games out. So, we could be seeing up to 4 developer directs throughout the year. And that will basically showcase just how many games are coming to Xbox this year. Hopefully they will all deliver. Hopefully they will all land and actually be successful games. And for us as gamers, we can enjoy them. Because as you know, the majority of what they're going to show, if not everything within this developer direct, which is going to be what first party games are coming, will be on Game Pass. So time will tell. But hopefully I will see you later today on the stream for our final stream. And yeah, if you don't turn up, I hope you have a happy new year, and I'll see you in the new year. For those of you that will turn up, happy new year anyway, and I'll wish you another one on the day. Right, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.